Ask, Tell, Confess.
Ask, Tell, Confess. Ask, Tell, Confess.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to another Ask, Tell, Confess. Somebody told me to bring it back, so I had to.
I saw that too. They said I missed the whistle.
I know. Well, here's the problem. I do the whistle and then people get mad and they say it ticks their tism, and then another person is like, do it. So I give you guys a variety, okay?
Hear the roar.
Variety of intros. Well, we just did a podcast for next week. We're all wearing the same shit. Don't hate us.
We should all switch shirts.
Yeah.
Anytime we film multiple, we should just switch outfits.
Well, for everybody that's new tuning in, we batch film. So if you see us in the same outfits, that's why. We just like to keep it real around here.
Guys, when this episode started, I felt like someone touched my knee.
Really?
Pull the footage, because I know the camera angle is going to be on her during that. I full panic in the beginning of this because I felt like someone just reached down and like caressed my knee.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, we think the studio's haunted.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Well, at least I didn't bite your thigh.
I like it.
Don't you have like 3 scratch marks?
Stop.
Take that home with you, bitch. I don't want it here. Don't be leaving anything lingering around here. Okay? Thanks. Anyways, you guys know it's spooky season, so we do all things spooky. So this episode, we have a bunch of stories that you guys wrote in and told us about. So if you guys ever want to leave stuff for us to read on the podcast, you can leave it in the comments or the posts that we post. And if you guys want to stay anonymous, tell us to not use your name, but more than usual, we'll use your name. But anyways, these are stuff that our viewers have written in, scary stories. So I think I'm going to kick this one off.
All right.
I feel like you guys
some
kicked
good
the
ones.
last one off. So
Yeah, they came in hot this week, guys.
yeah, they did.
It was hard to choose.
I know. I have like so many.
Yeah, there was so many good ones. So many good ones.
Should we dress up next week, guys?
Yes.
You guys want us to dress up in costumes next week?
I think we should.
Should we?
I think we should, guys.
All right. I'm
Halloween
down.
edition.
I'm totally down. This one is from Sarah. When I was in high school, my senior math class was all boys, mostly boys from the sports teams. I sat in the front seat closest to the door. I never really talked to any of them. About 6 or 7 years after graduation, the boy that sat directly behind me, I don't think he was part of the jock group, murdered and dismembered another boy that went to our alternative school. He then spread the boy's parts all over multiple counties, including a dumpster outside of a local gas station. And there was pieces of him found in the landfill. You can look it up. It happened in northern Kentucky. So fucking insane. I sat in front of him the whole year.
Wow.
It's crazy because you never know who is a murderer.
Yeah.
There's literally murders amongst us.
Don't you walk by like a lot in your lifetime?
Yeah, I've seen that percentage. Like how many?
Let's ask Sunny.
Chat.
My chat's
Shit.
way better than yours.
Do you have an accent?
What's wrong with my chat?
Your chat's kind of
Weird. It's kind of like
very aggressive.
Oh.
Hey, Sunny.
Ready to chat. Whether it's about spooky true crime, feeding those
Doesn't matter.
cows, or anything else on your mind, just let me know.
Why you gotta out me like that? I'm always talking to you about the cows.
I know. I guess I just have a soft spot for our cow conversations. But don't worry, I'm not outing you. Just happily here to help with whatever's on your mind. Cows or no cows?
how many
People do.
how many murders?
Okay, what is how many murders do you walk by in your lifetime?
Ooh, that's a bit of a creepy statistic, but it's definitely one that gets people thinking. The sort of popular estimate you'll sometimes hear tossed around is that you might walk past something like 16 murders in your lifetime. Now, that number isn't exact science. It's more of an urban legend based on population size and crime stats. But it's definitely a reminder that the world is full of all sorts of people you'd never guess about. just by passing them on the street. So a little spooky, but also kind of fascinating.
Wow.
That's crazy. 16 years.
Well, I know I've already one.
Kind of a lot.
Yeah.
I also think about like how many people you walk by that are like a missing person.
Mm-hmm.
You ever think about that?
You know, like now I think what's really cool is they have that hand signal. Like if you're getting kidnapped or something's going on, you can touch somebody. And like, I think it's you put your hand behind your back and you fold the 4 like this and you go like this.
I never seen that.
Yeah. Yep. So if anybody ever tries to take you, or if you're like in a situation that you don't want to be in, you can touch, like bump into the person. And if they turn around, put your hand behind your back and do this, like with the 4, put your thumb in
I've seen that.
and then like this. And that's supposed to be a sign for like, I need help.
That's
Same thing like at the bar. You can, what is it, an angel shot?
Yeah. Angel
Yeah.
shot. But I feel like that's so commonly known now because it was circulated on the internet. But like, I guess if you're further away from the person that's creeping you out, using
You'd be
that is
surprised how
definitely-
many men don't know what an angel shot is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, just knowing that you've been around that many people who have killed someone is wild.
Insane.
Did you just go?
No.
No, then go ahead.
All right. This is from Donna. She said, I lived about 8 miles from a small town when a young man knocked on my door one morning. He said he was from Missouri, working nearby, and needed gas to get to Borger. Something felt off, so I only cracked the screen door. I told him to try to go to the feedlot a few miles back for gas, but he walked toward town instead. The next day, I heard about a family in Pampa, Texas. A pregnant woman, her husband, and their little boy. The killer had also murdered people in Pineville, Missouri, and was caught at the border. When his photo came on TV, every hair on my body stood up. It was the man at my door.
No, dude.
Did
I
just goes
never
to show
answered
how many freaking
Yeah.
But have you been like, I'm on my FYP is like full of like people catching people going up to their doors on their Ring cameras and like either trying to go in their house or like knocking on their doors to be let in. Like it's creepy.
I had an Uber Eats driver the other day come up to my door and he was wearing a white shirt that had black stripes on it and cash was near the front door.
Oh God.
Hailee had sent me an anniversary present. It was very sweet. Thank you for that. You're welcome. And the dude walks up and it's all glass and Cash is standing right there and he goes, "Robber!" He just goes bolting through the house, bro.
Oh my God.
I'll send you guys it in the chat later. I took
so
it out, screenshot of it. But he goes bolting and he's like running through that. There's a robber. There's a robber. And I was like, what? He goes, he had the black and white striped shirt on. And I was like, oh, thank you for telling me. Like, we didn't tell him, like, we wanted him to understand what he did was good. So we were like, okay, thank you for telling us.
Oh my God. Kids
Dude,
are
just a bouquet of flowers.
Poor thing.
kids are funny, man.
And like, I can guarantee that guy probably heard him do it because he was right at the door when it happened. And he was screaming.
Oh my God.
A life was saved by a ghost. Colleen sent this in. I was sick in bed and my daughter was a couple months old. My husband worked out of town. Long story short, I was asleep feeling super sick. My daughter's sleeping in her crib. I briefly woke up and said hi to my husband as he was leaning over the crib. I fell back asleep for a minute. I then jumped to my feet because I realized he was not in town. As I got to the crib, my daughter had just started crying. She was blue. We went to the ER. Come to find out, we were being poisoned by carbon monoxide from the furnace in the basement. This ghost that looked just like my husband, dark long hair, kind of Native American looking. I have encountered him 2 other times when I was young. I truly believe he saved our lives that night.
Oh my God.
That just gave me chills.
I know. Isn't that like that's a
goodness.
really good ghost story? It's very rare you hear of good
Yeah.
ones. That was amazing.
I feel like there
I
are
feel
a
like
lot
that's
of
an
good
angel,
spirits.
not a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I truly believe.
I feel like there's a lot of good spirits, but they get overshadowed. It's like negative mind gets overshadowed by positive. You
Yeah,
can do a
one
million-
negative comment.
You can do a million positive things, but people are going to hold you to that one negative.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how it is with spirits too. Like there's so many good spirits, but nobody wants to talk about that. They want to talk about
Yeah.
like the shit scared the hell out of them. So
Yeah, but I feel like recently we had a little ghost activity in our house. My husband had hung this thing that I just got from my great aunt's husband on our bathroom wall when he did the remodel, and everything had been falling off the wall. I said, take that out of the bathroom and nothing has fallen off the wall since. And I'm talking like something fell off the wall. You guys remember when I went in that like really bad depression like about a month ago? I wonder if it was from that. Monica had gotten me this really sweet picture frame, literally this big, and she like custom made it at this like local boutique, and it had like 2 little pieces of fern and like a really sweet quote about like keep moving on. I mean, it's only this big. It had the same size hook as all like the big pictures and everything. That and the hook flew out of the wall. Of all the things to fall off, it was the lightest thing on the wall.
That's wild. That reminds me of my ex-roommate got a mirror one time, and I had sleep paralysis twice in a week, and was like so negative and depressed and like wanted to unalive myself. And I literally told her, get that mirror out of the house. And once she did, it stopped.
No, I believe it. I could never live in your house. There's no way. All the antique that you have in there and like the energy. I'm the type of person, and I know this is going to sound pretentious, but I did this even when I was for a living. Okay. So this isn't like because I have money. Literally anytime I move, I get new furniture.
You do.
She does.
I get new everything.
Furniture holds energy.
Yes.
So it's like, I will not move into a new space without having new furniture. I don't care if I have to buy it off Ikea and Amazon, which I love those. It's like, I literally will not have the same furniture in a space.
Yep.
Ever. So living in your house, fuck that, dude. There's no way I'd be able to sleep at night. But I believe that, like what you said about the mirror, I tell her all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't buy mirrors or portals.
I don't like antique me. I mean, yeah, I had one from my grandparents and it fell off my wall. Yeah. But also my brother didn't put it on. Great.
I've told the story many times on the podcast, but my ex had we had a party at our house, and some guy left ashes of his mom in the house. And I started getting like severe headaches and like really, really bad neck pain. And just like, I was miserable for
Didn't you say you felt like you couldn't breathe?
All of it. Like I was miserable for like a week straight. Well, come to find out, she was violently, and I think like stabbed in her neck, strangled or whatever. I forget the details now. It's hazy, but I've told the story before. And so I took her ashes and put them in the I took him to the Paul mortuary. They have this big like lake there that the man-made like pond lake something, and I spread her ashes out in there, and literally I could feel her like thanking me for doing that, and I never had a headache.
Yeah, didn't
again.
you like wish her well and stuff? Like you helped
set her free. I wanted to set her free.
Yeah, I remember the story.
Yeah, it was really rough.
Wild. No, thank you.
Everything holds energy.
My daughter is obsessed with Jason's grandma's ashes.
Aw, I wonder if there's a connection between them.
Yeah. No, she literally went to Jason and was like, can I have Grandma Vera? He was like, sure. And so it's in her closet. And she says she tells her good night every night.
Oh, I love that. I love that she's not scared of anything.
No.
All right, this is from Erica. I grew up in Northern California in the early 80s. One Halloween, my friends and I were partying at the park up the street when we heard a blood-curdling scream. It scared us all so bad that we ran off. The next day, we found out a woman who lived just a few doors down from the park had been murdered by her husband. She was pregnant, and he cut the baby out with a carpet knife while their 4-year-old witnessed everything. It was heartbreaking and chilling to know we'd heard her screams that night.
Stop that.
They didn't call 911?
Is crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's insane.
That's so sad. When I was like 8 years old, I watched the final moments of a woman's life.
Why did Mimi? What the is wrong with you?
Maybe that's what's wrong with me.
Why do you like watching people?
It had these cartels, these drug people that lived across the street from us, like huge. It was like the biggest in our entire county, and so he had like a lot of homies and stuff. And this one guy, he got out and he went to dude's house, and I remember being a child, and my parents taught us that like if they come outside their house, we're to go hide. You know, that like they didn't want to like hinder our childhood, but it was like, go be safe. So we heard him fighting with his girl. And so we all hid behind my friend's like pillar in front of his house. And we all kind of like peeked around. Cause you know, we're kids. We didn't understand the severity of the situation. We're like peeking around. He had her by the hair. She had brown curly hair. I'll never forget. And drug her out of the house and put her in the back of a white Jetta and drove her in.
Wow.
And so we had to like, the cops came and we had to give statements to the cops of like what entailed of that whole situation. Yeah, it was It was really crazy. And then I don't think I processed that until later of like what exactly happened.
Yeah.
You know, those were like her final moments.
Yeah. That's
Crazy.
terrible.
And we were like, it was all the neighborhood
Did
kids.
dude get arrested? And
Oh,
like,
They caught him. Yeah.
Bye.
All right, this one's by Sammy. She said, my dad made fun of me for this one, but I swear I saw what I saw. I was in 3rd grade and rumors were going around that our school was haunted. My friends and I didn't believe it, so we thought we would put a lipstick on the hand dryer and wait to see if it came up missing. Well, when we came back later in the day, not only was it gone, but when I looked under the stalls, I saw no feet, but the far one was locked. I peeked in the crack and saw a girl with no face sitting on the toilet, long black hair like The Ring, over her blank black whole face. When this figure looked up, it lunged at the door and it disappeared, leaving the door locked. I ran out screaming. After telling my family the story, my dad would go on for months and teasing me about the girl with no face like I didn't see what I saw.
I hate that he didn't believe her.
I know. I don't like that
That makes
either.
me sad.
I feel like kids are so in tune with the spiritual world and like they can see way more
sure.
stuff than adults can.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff. Like your kids just have that natural wonder.
Innocence.
And I feel like they can definitely see
I just
it.
told Jaime my theory on that because we're born with a certain percentage of water and water retains memory. And as we grow older, the water percentage in our body dramatically lowers. And I feel like water is memory. And when we're babies, we have a lot of that.
That makes sense. I love that.
Yeah.
But also you're fresh. You just came from the other world, you know? So of course you're going to be able to carry those memories with you. It's kind of like the older you get, it's like the what is that called? The amnesia kicks in and you forget like where you came from and like all the other stuff that
It trips me out what people remember. I guess I just black out my whole childhood. But like there's people who were like, oh, I remember being like 2-3 years old. I'm like, do you?
I do. Yes. I don't remember it all, but I have certain instances that I do remember.
I remember a dream I had when I was in like 5th grade, maybe.
What?
4th, 5th grade. Yeah, I remember a dream clearly, clear as day.
I remember
was the
maybe like
dream?
5% of my life.
In front of my house where my mom had her like garden beds and stuff, it was all water with koi fish in it. And I remember just walking around in it with my cat. I vividly, distinctly remember that. Yeah.
What color was the cat?
Her
Okay,
name was
Jaime.
Georgia, and she's black with orange, like
Aw.
all on her. I know, I miss you. My brother's friend ran her over,
Oh,
and my brother
God.
witnessed it.
All right.
Oh,
So
Poor Jaime. He's over there crying.
Yeah, Jaime's a
It was
crazy
rough.
cat, dude.
it was rough. She was a great
Dude
cat.
is obsessed with his cats.
love my cats.
I love
I've
watching
never
your
seen a
TikToks
man
of your
more
cats.
obsessed with cats than Jaime.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were in Europe, he would show us the live feed of him feeding his cats, and he'd be like, "All right, now wait, this one's gonna come running, and now
It was
this
so
one's gonna
funny.
come running."
Yeah.
It's great. All right, Christy. She said, when I was 12 spending the weekend at my mom's, I heard her scream, a loud, high-pitched scream. She's deaf, but verbal. My deeply religious grandparents were living with her at the time. We ran to the bathroom and found my mom in the tub being pushed into the faucet by her hair. My dad and grandfather tried to pull her back, but couldn't. My grandmother came in, tossing water, shouting Bible verses. As she did, a strange steam rose from the tub. After a few minutes, whatever it was let go of my mom. She had scratches on her scalp where her head had been pulled. We moved out a few months later. Even now, at 31, she won't talk about it or go near the neighborhood. Sometimes I wonder if I was dreaming it, but her reaction whenever I bring it up tells me it was real.
That's crazy. Why keep it a secret? Like, why not talk about it in the family?
Maybe like trauma, like PTSD.
Yeah, maybe something happened. Maybe she played with like a Ouija board or something. She's deaf, right?
What happened to that one? Who got rid
It's
of it?
right behind her to the left.
Which one?
Left of her, right?
No, I don't see it.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
We all got
Scared
scared.
me.
Yeah,
It's
can
right
we
behind
get
you.
rid of the Ouija board?
No, it's
like,
not.
take it home with
What
you,
is that
Jaime.
then on the far
That's it.
left?
I got rid of that antique from Las Vegas.
Here, who's taking it home with them? You like
No.
stuff like
No,
that.
did you guys hear? Everyone was writing in my comments that you cannot just get rid of those.
Yeah.
That there's a ritual that you have to do to get rid of a Ouija board.
How did
wanna
it
do
get
a
here? Why do I got to do a ritual for something I didn't even bring in here? What kind of ritual?
I didn't look. I didn't look at Ask Chat.
I've never heard of this in my entire life.
No, you're not allowed to just give them away.
I'm giving it away. I am covered by the blood of Jesus.
Give it
baby.
away.
Okay? I don't care.
Yes, I'm right here. Just let me know what's on your mind. You know, I'm always here for whatever you need to chat about.
So we found a Ouija board in our studio that none of us put here, and we want to get rid of it, but people are telling us that we have to have some sort of ritual to get rid of the Ouija board. Why is that?
A mysterious Ouija board just showing up sounds like the start of a spooky little adventure. So the reason people talk about doing a ritual to get rid of a Ouija board is basically because of all the folklore and superstition around it. A lot of people believe that if you've used a Ouija board, or even if you just find one, it might have some sort of spiritual connection that needs to be properly closed off. In other words, the ritual is just a way to make sure you're not leaving any spooky doors open, figuratively speaking. A lot of these rituals are just symbolic, like saying goodbye on the board, sprinkling a bit of salt, or even just respectfully disposing of it rather than tossing it in the trash. It's really about giving people peace of mind. So if it makes you feel better, you can do a little goodbye ritual. And if not, you can just safely remove it and trust that it's just an object. But hey, maybe a little ritual never hurts, right?
I'm not doing a ritual. That thing's got to go.
She's just going to be like, bye.
That thing's got to go.
Bye.
I'm over that. So yeah.
Watch
somebody-
it,
Yeah, we'll get
leave,
rid
and
of
then
it.
nothing else happens.
Somebody take it with them today.
No,
Absolutely
I don't, not it.
No.
How did it get here?
You're the
Let's
last
watch
one.
back when we decorated the studio. Maybe it's in the video.
Could be.
We video. Oh.
See
Yeah.
who put it
When
in
was
here.
that?
I haven't decorated one thing on here.
She decorated it.
I
Hailee.
don't remember putting it there. I didn't buy it.
Wait, but
I
you
didn't
for
buy
sure
a
put it
Dolly
there.
Parton Ouija board.
I don't remember putting it. No, I said I don't
Really?
remember putting it there. That came later. That definitely wasn't on.
Did Dolly give it to us?
I'm
No.
telling you, I think Dolly gave it to us.
I wonder if a
Because
guest
we've
brought
added
it
a
as
lot
gift.
more to those shelves over time.
Yeah, I'm
And
wondering
that-
if like a guest brought it as a gift.
maybe
We just didn't.
Which
like,
one of our
realize
guests
what
gave
it
us a
was.
Dolly Parton Ouija board?
that would have been a long time ago.
Come forward. We need to know.
Let me know.
And on that note, if you guys want to be featured on Ask Tell Confess, please leave your spooky stories for now in the comments. So leave your comments and love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.